Hey everybody, it's Dave with Blue Line Battle Sports, and today I want to go over a real quick review of the brand new Lancer Tactical and Airtac Customs collaboration. This is a really great gun. I just picked it up, they just released, I pre-ordered this and it showed up yesterday, so it'll be one of the first to hit the market for regular people like yourselves and me, that, because everything else we've seen up to this point has been hype. Lancer's promo team, it's been influencers that are at SHOT Show and IWA and all these other airsoft and shooting sport events, and really this is the first time that I know of at the time of this video where an end user was able to take a look at this product. And overall, I'm really impressed with it. It's lighter weight than a lot of AEGs because it doesn't have hand guards and inner barrels and a metal upper and all this. It's just the carbon fiber tube and your gearbox motor and your buffer tube. I was kind of hoping that it came with the Airtac pins and magazine release and whatnot. However, those are an add-on, and honestly, these blues on what's included with it, like the trigger and your mag release and whatnot, it's a nicer match between the accessories and the body than the ones you can buy from Airtac. Now, don't get me wrong, the Airtac ones are beautiful. They fit really well. They're comfortable, especially their trigger. I absolutely love that stuff. I'm not complaining. They're not that deep blue that this body is. Now, all that being said, this gun, honestly, I picked it up for $289, I believe, at Airsoft Megastore, and I think Airsoft GI is selling them for about the same price. I'd have to double check. But it's somewhere in that ballpark, even though it's got an over $300 price advertised on the Lancer Tactical website. So these are sub $300. And what you guys aren't realizing is the value you're getting for this, and yes, it's a Gen 3. These were planned and started production before Gen 4s came out. So it is a Gen 3. It does have a Nebula Mosfet in it. We'll get into that in a minute. But your Gen 3s are $200. This body on Airtac alone is like $150. Then you've got the colored mag release and safety selector and trigger. Those are usually upgraded prices, anywhere between $20 to $50, depending on who you go through. So you're getting a lot of value just right out of the box on this gun, just to start. Okay. So let's go over some pieces on this. So first of all, like I said, we got a carbon fiber body. They're super light. I like this. Usually when you buy from Airtac Customs now, it's a 3D print. You can see the lines in it. It's got a rougher finish. This is plastic. And you have a small Picatinny rail up here where you can actually mount a dot sight or a raised dot sight if that's what you want to do. You've also got your fiber optics here and here. The fiber optics are on the regular ones. This is not, even on their AEG one, which is kind of strange. I mean, I like this. This I really like. I was working on designing something myself to sell, and I had this on there. Mine would have been 3D printed, though. So this is plastic. This is a really good out-of-the-box deal. Your buffer tube's also going to be the same blue to match this, which is really nice. It's metal. I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Your trigger's nice, light, and snappy. I took it outside in my backyard for a little bit, shot a couple targets. Very snappy response. I really like it. You see you've got ambidextrous top-up adjustment right there, and it's rotary style. It does lift 3.2s. I went ahead and tested it earlier. I typically play with 3.2s when I play outdoor. All right, so real quick, let's go into what you do get in the box, because I did decide I was going to throw away an awful unboxing video I did last night. I tried to edit it. It came out really bad. So you're going to get a Zion. Obviously, you're going to get the gun. You get a Zion arms patch because the Mosfet's in there. You get 2 programming cards. They're punched out so they go on your key ring. I wouldn't put it on my key ring. I just put it in a gear bag. I keep one at home in case you lose the one in the gear bag, because we all know stuff goes missing at airsoft fields for some weird reason. You got a sticker sheet. It's nice. You get a patch somewhere. I don't know where I put mine. I just threw it down somewhere here. So you get a target to play around with out back or somewhere safe. Don't go in an alleyway. It shouldn't have to be said, but don't go in an alleyway if you're in an urban area and just start shooting your airsoft gun. You're going to get in trouble, or you could get hurt. If you have a place where you can practice, or a target range, you live out in the country, kind of sort of like I do, then stick that on a tree. You have a target. You also get a warranty card, and I like what Lancer's doing. You get a year warranty card. That's great. I mean, a lot of people have said stuff in the past about Lancer's quality, and I get it. Like, not everybody has a good experience with every product. But the fact that they have a 1-year warranty is amazing. I love that. I've never had to use it. I've had several Lancer products. I've never had to use a 1-year warranty yet. So that's good stuff. You get a lower velocity spring for indoor. That's good because, I mean, this is typically, speedsoft is typically an indoor game. However, the field I play at is more urban setting, so a smaller, lighter, shorter gun comes in handy out there. That's why I prefer to use that. It's also why I prefer to play the field I play at. But you have the shorter spring if you need lower velocity. And of course, you have your instruction manual. Now, I went through this yesterday. It's actually really good for an instruction manual. I mean, it explains how to load, how to install your batteries, your hop up, disassembly for your hop up and barrel, an exploded diagram of your gearbox. It's a good instruction manual. I'm really impressed with it. You also get a magazine. That's just one of their mid caps. I think it's a 120. When I ran this real quick just to see how it was, I didn't have any feeding issues with it. Went through it kind of fast, but I didn't have any feeding issues with it. And it's a magazine. What else did I say? It's a decent magazine. That's all there is to say about it. All right, so back to the gun. So real quick, you get a real snappy trigger. I like that. Good rate of fire. Love that too. But one of the coolest things is, I'm going to try and do this because I'm looking backwards. To program your Mosfet, it's a simple 1, 2, it beeps. All right, so on the card, it tells you exactly what you need to do. I personally have fields that won't allow full auto, but they do allow binary triggers. So I run on binary if I can. So I'm going to look this up. It says right here, pull the trigger 6 times on it. So we're going to do this. That's 6, that weird beep. Then we're going to hold it down for 2 seconds. I'm going to go here. Let's see if binary took on the trigger. And it does. That's all there is to programming the Mosfet. Very, very simple. Cards tell you exactly what to do. You've got semi-only, 2-round, 3-round, 4-round, 5-round burst before you hit binary, and your 7th trigger pull puts you back in full auto if that's what you want to do. Love it. Simple. Very simple. Right now I got an 11-1 LiPo in there. Stock comes off with just a push button. Or not, I'm sorry, not the stock, but the butt plate comes off with just a push button so you can put your battery in there without having to remove the whole stock. Very, very nice. And then you just simply put it back in and it's reattached. All right. So overall, huge fan of the gun. Things I don't like. I've never been a fan of this adjustable stock where you get that weird angle coming down, and I get it. So you can hold your gun up here where you're in your paintball mask or whatever so you can see. I'm sure there is a practical reason for it. I don't like it. That's just a personal preference. It's got nothing to do with the company. Not my preferred thing. A drop stock, I do like, especially with a Picatinny rail up here, and I can put a riser on there if I want to put a dot sight on it. Usually, and let's be honest, a lot of us do it. We kind of sort of either A, know how to snap shoot, or B, walk our BBs into the target. Like, a lot of us do not sit there and aim. There's some of you out there that do before people light up the comments like, I use my dots. I know. But a majority of players, especially when you're shooting something that has a high rate of fire, a lot of us will walk it in, or we just get good at snap shooting, especially when it comes to speedsoft. You're not going to sit there and like line up your red dot. Most likely, you're not going to do it. What I'm probably going to do, there's a carbon fiber stock from Mac that I have on my Polar Star. I am most likely going to remove this and put that stock on there because it's lighter and it's comfortable and I like it. And it drops at about the same spot that this is. I do like the fact that they did anodize the buffer tubes though. I really do like that they anodized the buffer tubes to match the body. That's phenomenal. It's a nice little detail that some other companies don't do. I like that they did this. That makes the gun complete. It's just a small detail that just really stands out and makes this gun complete. I like that. Things I don't like overall so far. One of the things I don't like about it is this orange tip. Now I know orange tips are required on the gun. I don't like that there's no thread protector that came with this. Airtac Customs makes one. It's a little 3D printed deal. They're like $5 or $10. They're really cheap. And it's also a little amplifier, which is weird, but yeah, okay. It screws right on there. I don't know why they didn't just make one in orange plastic to go on the end of this to cover the tip of the gun. I mean, it was shown in some of the promo pictures. I just don't know why it wasn't included in the box. I feel it should have been. Maybe just, this is an initial run. These came pretty much straight from Lancer to Airsoft Megastore and straight to me. Like, I mean, it was a pre-order. So maybe the first run of boxes, they forgot to put them in there. Or maybe mine just didn't have it in there for some freaking weird reason. Because I already have an Airtac Customs body and I ordered this for that and then since replaced it, I have something that goes on there. So that's not an issue for me personally. But I think for other people, it would be kind of an issue. Like, I don't understand why that wasn't included. And because it's plastic, they could have just made them in orange plastic and then boom, you're done. So, I mean, it kind of like, other than like just a perfect launch or introduction into this gun, it just like, I mean, small detail, but a noticeable one. And I really wish that they had rectified that. Maybe in the future they will. I'm sure these are not going to be short-lived. The SSG one has been around forever, and there's other guns out there right now that are surpassing them. This, for sure, is a huge, huge, huge step up. A lot of guys that are running SSG ones are getting the carbon fiber uppers from Airtac Customs, and then they're just putting them on their SSG, so they have this similar setup. So overall, this gun is fantastic. Again, when I took it out to shoot it, it performed really well. I don't know if I'm going to get any gameplay footage this weekend. It's supposed to be a really rainy weekend. I'm hoping I do. I'm hoping that the rain holds off. But if it doesn't, sorry, it's going to be a little while before I get gameplay footage. Speaking of which, you can mount your cameras up here if you want to. Airtac sells this little ring. It's got a Picatinny mount on it. It's real easy to install. You just simply slide over your barrel. It separates in the middle so it can go around your front sight posts. And then you can either put it on the bottom like I do with mine. That's just personally where I put mine, and or you can put it up top if that's where you want to put your camera. Either or to the side, or I mean, it's a fucking circle. Put it wherever you want to, but that's just basically it. So they do have that, and it does work with this because this is their body. Overall, great gun. The only thing I think I'm going to do to this, I'm trying to decide. I don't know. Like I said, I was talking about this earlier. I might put my Mac drop-down stock on here, or I might put the edge grip from Airtac Customs on here, but I'm not a huge fan of the Euro style paintball tank. I played paintball for years. I don't know if I want that edge grip or not. I'm going to decide. I'm going to play with this the way it is for a little while first, just to see. But something's changing with this. I don't like these, and it's a personal preference. Again, the way they did this, high quality, plastic, not 3D print. It's going to be great for people that like this stock. I don't know what else to tell you. But overall, the gun, it's solid. It's a solid gun. It felt snappier than my Crytac. It's got a faster rate of fire than my Crytac. Not that the Crytac's bad, and I'm not saying this is the best thing ever. Lancer's better than don't put that BS in my freaking comment section. I don't care. I'm happy with this overall. I like it. I'm going to be playing with it quite a bit. I'm going to get some play footage for you with it as soon as I possibly can. Best I can do. But until then, this is Dave with Blue Line Battle Sports, and I hope to see you out on the field.